Deep in a sleepy little forest lived a very special owl named Ollie. Now, Ollie wasn't like the other owls. While his friends were hooting and soaring through the moonlit sky, Ollie was usually tucked in his nest, fast asleep. You see, Ollie had a little problem. He loved to sleep in. Every evening, as the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and purple, the forest would come alive. The crickets would start their nightly symphony. The fireflies would begin their twinkling dance. And all the owls would wake up, stretch their wings, and prepare for a night of adventure. All except Ollie. His mother would call gently, "Ollie, darling, it's time to wake up. The moon is high and the stars are out." But Ollie would just snuggle deeper into his cozy bed of leaves and feathers. "Just 5 more minutes, Mom," he'd mumble, his eyes still shut tight. Those 5 minutes would turn into 10, then 20, and before he knew it, half the night was gone. His friends, Pip the squirrel and Luna the bat, would often stop by his tree. "Ollie, come on out. We're going to count the constellations," Pip would chatter excitedly. "Or we could race to the old willow tree by the creek," Luna would add, doing a little loop-the-loop in the air. But Ollie would just yawn and say, "Sounds fun, guys. Maybe tomorrow. I'm just too tired right now." One evening, a great announcement echoed through the forest. The wise old badger, Barnaby, declared that the annual Great Forest Feast would be held in just 3 days. It was the biggest event of the year. All the animals would gather to share stories, delicious food, and celebrate their community. The highlight of the feast was always the starlight berry hunt. These berries were magical. They glowed with a soft, silver light and tasted like sweet moonlight. But they only appeared for one night, the night of the feast, and only in the deepest, most hidden parts of the forest. Ollie's heart fluttered with excitement. He had heard stories about the starlight berries his whole life, but had never tasted one. He was always too sleepy to join the hunt. "This year will be different," he declared to himself. "I will not oversleep. I will find the most beautiful starlight berry in the whole forest." He decided he needed a plan. The first night, he told himself, "I'll go to bed extra early, so I'll wake up on time tomorrow." But he spent so much time rearranging his nest to be perfectly comfortable that by the time he was done, it was already late. The next morning, or rather, the next evening, he woke up just as the sun was setting, feeling rushed and unprepared. The second night, he tried a different tactic. "I'll stay up all day so I'll be tired and fall asleep right away tonight," he thought. But staying awake during the bright, noisy day was hard for an owl. He felt groggy and out of place. When evening finally came, he was so exhausted that he fell asleep instantly and slept right through the entire night, missing another chance to practice his night flying. Finally, the day of the Great Forest Feast arrived. A buzz of excitement filled the air. Animals were busy decorating, cooking, and getting ready for the big night. Ollie was determined. "Tonight's the night," he whispered to his reflection in the dewdrop. "No more excuses." He asked his mother for help. "Mom, can you please make sure I wake up the moment the sun goes down? Please don't let me say 5 more minutes." His mother, seeing the determination in his eyes, promised she would. As the last sliver of sun disappeared, Ollie's mom gave him a gentle nudge. "Ollie, it's time. he opened his eyes. The urge to snuggle back in was strong, so strong. He could hear the soft rustle of the leaves calling him back to sleep. But then he thought of the shimmering starlight berries and the fun everyone was having at the feast. He took a deep breath, shook his feathers, and for the first time in a long time, he flew out of his nest right on time. The forest was even more magical than he had imagined. Lanterns made from fireflies hung from branches. The air was filled with music and laughter, and the smell of pine and honey cakes was everywhere. He saw Pip and Luna waving at him. "Ollie, you made it!" they cheered. Soon, Barnaby the Badger announced, "The starlight berry hunt begins now. Remember, they only glow for a few hours. Good luck, everyone!" With a hoot of excitement, all the young animals scattered into the woods. Ollie flew with Pip and Luna, his heart pounding with anticipation. They searched behind waterfalls, under ancient roots, and in clearings where the moonlight pooled. But the berries were very rare. Time was ticking by. Ollie started to feel a little panicked. He had wasted so much time over the years, and now he was running out of time on this special night. He remembered his father once told him that the berries often grew near the quietest places. He closed his eyes, tuned out the noise, and listened. He heard the gentle gurgle of a hidden spring. He followed the sound, and there, nestled in a patch of soft moss, was a single starlight berry, glowing brighter than any star he had ever seen. He carefully plucked it and flew back to the feast, arriving just as the other animals were returning with their own treasures. He shared his berry with Pip and Luna, and the taste was incredible, like starlight, friendship, and a lesson learned all at once. From that day on, Ollie was a changed owl. He still loved a good nap, but he learned the importance of managing his time. He realized that by sleeping his life away, he was missing out on all the magic the world had to offer. He learned that waking up on time wasn't about losing sleep. It was about gaining life. And every night, when the moon rose, Ollie was the first one out, ready for whatever adventure the night would bring. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more tales from the forest. See you next time.